What is up everyone, Nick here. This is easily the most requested company I've had to cover in the past few months. You guys are all asking about it and I'm finally diving in. This is genuinely a fascinating company in my opinion. We're going to be talking about where shares could be trading in a few weeks, some major catalysts Palantir has that could see their valuations moonland, and most importantly, if you should sell, hold, or buy at these current valuations. We have a ton to get to in today's episode, but before we get it, Webull is giving out 2 free stocks worth up to $1,850 for free. You can trade before and after hours markets. They are a 0% commissions trading platform. It's really a win-win, guys. This offer ends soon. You do not want to sleep on it. Check out our Patreon page. We have behind the scenes, more content, under the radar stocks, one-on-one research with me. All of my portfolios are there, and this also gives you exclusive access to our private Discord channels. The chat is always popping off. There's really great insights. Shout out to everyone on there. I love you all. What a community that is. Anyways, without further ado, gang, let's get right into it. Alright, so a quick background on Palantir to get you up to speed. I think a lot of investors actually mischaracterize their actual business operations, and I want to clear up a few things. So on the grand macro scale, Palantir is a big data analytics and data mining company. I want to talk about a division of Palantir that is going to explode and could push their valuations up massively, but first we need to uncover what it is exactly they do. The origins of the name Palantir is a perfect analogy to uncover what they are trying to accomplish. Palantiri were seeing stones from the Lord of the Rings used for communication and seeing events. In a nutshell, this is what they do. Alex Karp is their CEO. They also have some big names involved like Facebook angel investor Peter Thiel and Stephen Cohen. They have 3 main products: Gotham, Metropolis, and Foundry. So what do these do? Well, Gotham, as its name might apply, is involved in counterterrorism analytics at the USIC and Department of Defense. Metropolis is used primarily by hedge funds and the financial sector. And lastly, Foundry is used by corporate clients. Palantir is fundamentally an operating system for big data, to mute and dim all of the data noise and target what's important. We know the importance of data, and it is growing in value by the day. This will not end anytime soon. It's only going to escalate. We can see governments and the private sector fighting over access to as much data as they can possibly obtain. However, all of this data by itself is essentially worthless. Palantir is taking this overload of data, worthless due to its capacities, and pulling out the bits and pieces that the clients actually value. It is able to accomplish these amazing feats through data integration, information management, and quantitative analytics, connecting to the commercial, proprietary, and public datasets to discover trends, anomalies, and relationships. It then takes all this jumble of data to create predictive analytics. And this is what clients are after. Now, Palantir as it stands is overvalued at current valuations. There's no doubt about it. Investors know that, but investors are still willing to go in. And why, you might ask? Future upside. We're trading back down closer and closer to phenomenal entry points in my opinion. We're down over 40% from their 52-week highs, trading in the mid-20s. However, I'll explain shortly why this could be a massive long-term gainer. Palantir, although not profitable as of yet, has virtually endless upside. This upside is integrated into its core business fundamentals and operations themselves. Palantir has stated that they claim their software will become the quote, default operating system for data across the US government. If Palantir has done one thing better than the rest, it is the fact that they have been building and strengthening relationships with the US government. They are continuing to secure government contracts, and through this, time and time again, are proving themselves as a reliable and trustworthy service. Their government contracts rose 73% year over year to $420.3 million in just the first 3 quarters of 2020. This is more than half of their net revenue strictly from government contracts. Gotham serves the US military, FBI, and CIA, and recently secured a new AI contract with the US Army. The FDA, Food and Drug Administration, recently awarded Palantir a new 3-year contract. We see the US Army recently hiring them to modernize their ground stations. The government and related agency contracts are coming in hot, and I think this is a foreshadowing of their future potential. They are also racking up partnerships in the public space, having recently announced a deal with IBM. These contracts are coming in big time. I do think they are going to continually push into the private space, which could be huge for their company. They are forecasting revenue for, quote, greater than 30% in 2021 and targeting $4 billion in revenue by 2025. They grew the revenue by 47% in 2020 over 2019, so this is a slowing growth. However, I do think we are beginning to see the exponential growth curve take place. This is, in my opinion, nothing to what they are going to be generating years from now. Now, they are still trading up massively from their 2021 projected revenue around 40 times. However, investors are securing long-term positions in this company. There's really no way to play this one, in my opinion, other than long-term. I do think they are going to ultimately win the day in the artificial intelligence and data mining space, and here is why. Their data analysis software is so broad in its scope. There is virtually no industry their technology can't apply to. I do think they'll be able to continually leverage their position and integrate their data more effectively as they gain more data. Their software is currently in use by at least 40 industries worldwide, and we are gearing up for their double-click demo event just a month away on April 14th. They're continually moving into one of my favorite spaces, the life sciences and industrials, through their Palantir Foundry division. They have huge life sciences customers like Merck, NHS, 3M, BP, and others. I do believe they'll be able to expand into this life sciences industry in the coming years. We can see the onslaught of data coming in big tech and big pharma, and one thing is for certain, data analytics are going to be in demand. Their government contracts are growing at a faster rate than the commercial space. However, they have been making huge pushes lately into increasing the robustness of their commercial partnerships. We're seeing new signings literally every few days. I do think one of their dark horse divisions is their artificial intelligence. I think this will pull over more and more customers and allow them to begin building a monopoly. I do think this will contribute an increased proportion to their bottom line. What Palantir is able to do best is take a massive amount of data, compile it into a neat and understandable analytical thread to ultimately create an actionable strategy. This is done through their artificial intelligence. This industry is poised to grow at a compounded annual growth rate of 42.2% for the next 6 years. I do think this growing need will set off AI and data analytics companies like Palantir in the coming years. As I stated before, I do think this is a long-term buy and hold. I'm personally getting in around the low 20 marks. We recently saw a significant sell-off after their Q4 earnings report and the unlocking of their insider shares, but I do think we've found a nice support. I'll be updating this one frequently. They are a fascinating long-term play. I do not think that triple digits are out of the question by any means. I really could see this one trading up massively. Investors are securing long-term positions, and we have seen in so many industries and so many government contracts just how crucial a service they supply. What do you guys think about this company? Are you buying in, selling, holding long-term? I really want to know. Don't forget about the Webull promo, 2 free stocks worth up to $1,850 for free. You can trade before and after hours using their app. They are 0% commissions. They really are one of my favorite trading platforms. This offer ends soon, guys. You do not want to sleep on it. Check out our Patreon page. This gives you exclusive access into our private Discord channels. There's always more content behind the scenes, under the radar stocks. You do not want to miss any of it. We are stronger together. Anyways, I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Happy trading. Cheers.